The Gulfstream 150's compact machined aluminum construction makes it so lightweight that some crews have been known to use it handheld. But for most jobs, you're going to want to have it on a tripod, which is why we give you this handy tripod right in the kit. It's time to learn the simple steps to getting your equipment set up, powered on, and ready for action. In the most common installation scenarios, this is the point where you'd be setting up for a crash test. So that's what Mike's going to be showing us today.
All right, so now that you've pressure tested and proofed your duct, it's time to get set up for the crash test. Got our tripod here that we're going to mount our GS150 to, and to do that, we'll take this mounting plate adapter off and thread it into the back of the Gulfstream 150. I'll go ahead and snap it into place in our tripod here and just confirm that it's secure. Today we're going to be installing 1.1 millimeter into a 5 millimeter duct. So for our crash test, we're going to get a sample piece of that duct and a sample piece of that fiber. So I'm going to want to take our end cap from our 5 millimeter pressure test and proofing kit. I'm going to slide it onto the end of this duct to create that obstruction for our crash test. So we're going to start setting up our machine for the crash test. Now I don't have power or air connected because I don't want any unintentional startups with my hands in there that could cause injury. All right, so the next thing I want to get set up is our entrance guide tube in the back of this Gulfstream 150. So I go to our kit here and I get out our entrance guide, and you'll note there's a couple little grooves in here that we're going to line up, and we slide it in the back and we make sure it snaps securely in place. So now that we have our entrance guide in, we can take our sample piece of fiber here. Again, this is the piece that we're going to be installing later today, and we're going to route that through that entrance guide and out the front of our air block. The next step is to get our duct installed into our Gulfstream 150, and to do that we need our duct pack. So I'll go to our duct pack kit, take out our 5 millimeter duct pack, and we'll install the bottom half into the air block of the Gulfstream 150. The next step would be to take our sample piece of duct here, route the fiber into the duct, and position our duct inside our duct pack. We'll take the other half of our duct pack, sandwich it down, and secure it all within the air block of the Gulfstream 150. So now, what I want to do is I want to tighten down our wheels onto the fiber just enough until the wheels start spinning when I move the cable in and out of the Gulfstream. All right, the final thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hook power up to the Gulfstream 150. So I want to make sure that our guard is down and our fingers and hands are clear of the machine to avoid any injury in the event of an unintentional startup. So here we have our battery pack that goes into our battery clip adapter. And we're going to take our power cable here, and we're going to thread the one end into the battery clip adapter, take the other end of the cable and thread it into the Gulfstream 150. So we've got our sample fiber and duct installed into our machine, it's powered up, and we're ready to start the crash test.